Armored glass. Urban buildings are subject to different security requirements, depending on the purpose for which the building is used. When it comes to luxury shops, banks, or other facilities that need to be well protected, perhaps the most common measure to improve security is the installation of anti-theft glass. There are different levels of protection. The lowest level, for example, is designed to withstand between 30 and 50 hits with blunt or sharp objects. The medium level can withstand 50 to 70 hits, and the highest level will withstand more than 70 hits. This level of resistance is usually sufficient to protect the building from intruders, or at least to delay them long enough to be able to call the police in time. Of course, to be sure of the quality of the products, the companies that manufacture this type of glass carry out tests from time to time. In this case, the test of the glass by British company ESG Glass is shown. See how 13mm glass of the highest class P8B can withstand the intense impact of a crowbar, hammers, and an axe. The test takes a minute and a half, and the glass crumbles little by little, but it doesn't lose its integrity. The secret of the resistance lies in the complex special construction. The manufacturer uses several layers of glass which are glued with a special polymer film. This allows the impact energy to be distributed evenly over the surface, keeping the broken glass pieces in place. Cessna 172. The video shows the crash test of the American light aircraft Cessna 172 Skyhawk. The aircraft was launched against a concrete surface from a height of 25 meters. The test was conducted in the city of Hampton, Virginia, at the Langley Research Center, owned by NASA. 3 emergency beacons were installed on board. The purpose of the event was to test them in particular. These beacons transmit the distress signal to the search and rescue forces. In recent years, the technology incorporated into these beacons has improved significantly. Now the beacons can transmit their own coordinates, using information from onboard equipment or satellite systems. The radio beacon can be activated manually or automatically when an emergency situation is detected. Remarkably, there's no way to cancel the distress signal sent, even if the beacon is turned off and the signal is lost. Unfortunately, the sensor doesn't always transmit the signal correctly and accurately. That's why research and testing are still ongoing, and scientists are working to minimize the probability of error. Super hydrophobic protective layer. Although the object shown in this video may seem water resistant, it's actually a little more complicated than that. There is a concept known as ultra-hydrophobicity. This word denotes the wettability determined by the angle formed between the surface of the material and the surface of the droplets at the point of contact. If the angle is less than 90 degrees, then the material is hydrophilic. It can be wetted with water. If the angle is 90 degrees to 150 degrees, then the material is hydrophobic. It is possible to wet it, but it's not easy. And finally, when the angle exceeds 150 degrees and the drop at the moment of contact has an almost spherical shape, The material is ultra-hydrophobic and impossible to wet. The drops are repelled or roll off the surface, leaving no traces. The video shows a protective layer which allows any material to acquire super hydrophobic properties. The invention is called Ultra Everdry, and its patented technology creates an air barrier on the protected surface that repels water, juices, oil, and any other liquid. Flood barriers. The chance that people will stop suffering from a natural disaster such as a flood is very small. Floods are natural processes caused by prolonged rains, tsunamis, and melting snow. This is a global problem. So humanity is inventing new ways to reduce the material damage to the economy and the social sphere caused by floods. The NOAQ box wall is a barrier specifically designed to protect buildings from flooding. Although barriers have been used for a long time, the NOAQ box wall has a unique design with many advantages. The barrier consists of individual components, each weighing less than 3.5 kilograms. Despite the low weight and ease of installation, the NOAQ box wall provides reliable protection as it's 50 centimeters tall. The system is easy to install as it adheres to a solid, flat surface by itself when the water starts to rise. Of course, before claiming that the NOAQ box wall can save property and even lives, many tests must be carried out. Artificially, a powerful flow of water is created, and then the barrier effectively diverts it to the sides. Fortified home. Other natural disasters that people face too often are tornadoes. A tornado formed in a storm cloud moves at speeds ranging from 20 to 60 kilometers per hour, and the wind can accelerate to more than 300 kilometers per hour. One of the highest wind speed recorded was 485 kilometers per hour. It should be noted that at wind speeds of more than 100 kilometers per hour, even the strongest buildings begin to collapse. Fortunately, really dangerous tornadoes don't appear every day, and people are looking for new ways to strengthen buildings and protect them from destruction. There's a program called Fortified Home that helps people strengthen their homes. Engineering and construction standards have been developed for more than 20 years. And during this time, tests have been conducted to demonstrate the stability of the design. The tests are performed in a special chamber with a machine capable of simulating a natural disaster. For example, scientists from Florida International University have built the Wall of Wind. 12 powerful giant fans accelerate the wind to the speed of a Category 5 hurricane. Car protection. And here's another artifact, also designed to protect your belongings from flooding. Sometimes even driving through a deep puddle can lead to a car breakdown and then expensive repairs. In the event of a flood, water always enters the vehicle, causing it to break down. Fortunately today, a fairly large number of companies are developing special bags that could protect your vehicle from flooding. They're made of durable, waterproof fabric and are securely attached to the surface of the car. Some even have special handles for tying the car to a tree. The bags are tested using special pools. Tanks are built around the car, packed in the protective bag, and then filled with water. After a while, the water is drained, and you can see that the car has not been damaged by the water at all.
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.